Part 2 to what's so good about being single. Let's just talk about the freedom that being single gives you. Now, anybody who's been in an unhealthy relationship, especially if there is control and chaos or narcissism or abuse or anything like that, after you walk out of that, being single feels like a whole new level of freedom that you've never experienced before. It feels so beautiful, so wonderful. But even people coming out of just a normal relationship that just didn't end, or that it just ended, and maybe it didn't end well, maybe it did, but being single, sometimes you just feel this weight lifted off your shoulders when you know the relationship was wrong. Now, if you've been hurt or cheated on and the relationship ended in a sour note and you're feeling bitterness, you definitely have to walk through and navigate those things, and it can be hard to feel the benefits of being single after you've been with someone for so long and you're used to having somebody be with you for all the movies and all the dinners and waking up with in the morning, and sometimes you just want to fill that void right away with somebody. But the best thing you can do is learn how to be alone, because once you get over that little bit of sadness or learning who you really are and what you really want, you get to this place of, oh, I'm free. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I can't tell you how many people who have been married for many, many years who have ended up in divorce and separation, or who've lost a partner, and they say, as much as they love their partner, they loved being married, they're not going to meet someone else because they really love the idea that they're only responsible for themselves. They get to live their life however they want, whenever they want, do whatever they want. There's definite perks to being single. If you're a parent and you're a single parent, guess what you get to do as a single parent, depending on the situation, okay? But you usually get more control. I've been a single parent since I found out I was pregnant. And I could name my daughter whatever I wanted. I could raise her however I wanted. I didn't have somebody imposing anything on me. And sometimes there's a lot of benefits and freedoms in that. Yeah, of course, there's days where it feels overwhelming. That's normal. And there's days where, even as a married parent, so people sometimes they're like, oh, I don't know how you do it as a single mom. And I'm like, dude, I don't know any other way. I don't know how you do it having to navigate a relationship during all of this. I didn't have that dynamic. I didn't have to do that. So in one regard, I felt it was kind of easier because I wasn't balancing my energy between two people. It was just me and my daughter. So all I had to take care of was me and her. And when you take care of yourself first, of course, then you have more to give your child, right? So it's just changing. It's giving yourself a paradigm shift and changing the way you look at singlehood and single parenthood. It doesn't have to be stressful, sad, hard, lonely all the time. There's gonna be days. Yes, there's days. We all have them, and that's okay. But I want to welcome you to the club of happy single parents who love their job, who are happy with what they're doing. Because sometimes doing it alone or on your own is awesome. And yes, I always support getting support from friends and meeting groups and getting people to stay connected with, because it just helps so much. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I believe that is such a beautiful thing when you can cultivate that outside of if you don't have your own family, right? But there's definite benefits of being a single parent and being a single person in general. But I think the most important responsibility during your single time is to do what is right for you. Serve yourself. Learn. Know yourself. Learn yourself. Learn who you are, what you want. Really get true and find what your identity is, so that when you're meeting the other person, you're like, oh no, Bob, Jim, ooh, look at that guy. He is what I want, because you've already understood clearly what you don't want, and you've really honed in on what you do want. But you can't do that when you're jumping relationship to relationship, or when you always have someone in your life. If you're brave enough to spend that time alone, get to know yourself, I promise you it's a beautiful thing, and you're going to come stronger, and you're going to come to the next relationship with a lot more to offer. So I encourage you to do that today. If you like this part 2 of the video, I hope that you subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me what you think, and we'll see you next time.